one of my favorite people. And Chris confirmed that I said this, that I called him talented and funny without him on hold.
Yeah, you said it off air.
Literally did that, right? I mean, I don't know why I feel the need to prove myself.
Well, he can beat you up because he's absolutely jacked.
Well, I know he's jacked.
Yeah.
I understand that. I see it all the time because he's on everything on Fox that Ken Jeong is on, and he's also, or not stuff that he's on and Ken Jeong isn't. And he's also the host of ABC's Card Sharks. He's one of our favorites. Joel McHale back here on the Rich Eisen Show, the host of Fox's Crime Scene Kitchen, Wednesday nights at 9 Eastern Time. How are you, sir?
How can I insult you now, Rich, after that very, very kind and complimentary intro? I don't know what to say now.
Well, why would you insult me? What would that be?
I don't know. It's the only tool I have in my bag.
You're not. You're a warm man inside, Joel. Come on now. I know that for a fact. I know.
Yeah, I have a couple of shots of whiskey in me already.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere for sure.
Yeah, somewhere over the Atlantic Ocean.
My children were very excited. I was as well to see the promos during Lego Masters, which is when are you going to appear on that? How come you haven't been on that one yet, Joel? Lego Masters.
I'm pissed. I'm not on that. Something must be done. I think Ken Jeong blocked it because he has to host 80% of everything on Fox.
Right.
And I have to stay behind. And then you got Will Arnett, who is the voice of Batman, is very intimidating. My kids do love Legos, but they also love cake. See who that transition is, Rick?
Crime Scene Kitchen, everybody. That's why my kids love it. They love cake too. They love seeing this sort of. So the construct of this show is basically you've got to figure out what's been cooked based on the clues that have been left behind, and then cook it yourself, right?
Right. You find it's like looking for Aaron Rodgers at minicamp. And
topical.
It's like, will he be there?
Nice.
What are the clues? Did you find a thigh pad, or what did you see? Maybe an arm guard? What did you find? No.
Right.
There's a kitchen that something happened. Something was baked there, and then you bake. You get all that evidence, and then you bake a cake in front of a dead body.
I didn't see that part. Oh. What happened with that part?
That's the after dark version. No, so then you do it. You do this. You bake what you think it is, and there's a bunch of teams competing, and then you see then we all have to taste it, and I say have to in that I get to 10,000 calories a day.
Come on.
Then they reveal what it is, and then you're like, oh, they were close, and you might win $100,000.
So, two things. First of all, you didn't really eat that much, Joel. Come on now. 10,000
I swear to you, on the dead bodies in the crime scene kitchen.
Yes.
That I ate because all these teams are making these beautiful desserts, and of course, in some cases, disaster, and we're eating raw eggs because they screwed up, which did happen and was wonderful later on for me. But I'm not kidding in that, so you can't just taste it and go, this is fine. I ate them. I mean, they were I put in front of me. I'm not going to not eat them. And so we would lie. I literally would lie down after the 2 hour tasting. It was great.
Oh, so it's your first gluten in years hosting Fox's Crime Scene Kitchen is essentially what you're saying, right?
I've never had more energy in my life. I can't believe how people live like this. It's not just all cold cuts and hard-boiled eggs. You can have wonderful gluten. It's just, sugar. And but then you have Curtis Stone, who's, you probably know who Curtis Stone is.
He's a celebrity chef.
World-famous chef.
Yes.
A very nice man who does not own a comb. And then Yolanda Gamp, who is literally known as the Beyonce of cakes. And if you go on her Instagram, they make no sense on this earth. So they're the real judges. And I'm just, me, I'm just there to eat as much as I can and then work out desperately for 2 hours after I eat.
Do you have you're like Todd Gurley or one of those or like Cutler in the NFC Championship game a few years ago? Is there like a stationary bike for you to keep warmed up on the side of the set?
Yeah,
you got?
I have it. Yeah, I have this stationary bike in front of a mirror, and I just weep and scream cry while I work out, and then It smells, when my kids walk in the gym, it smells like somebody's roasting cookies because so much sugar is leaving my bloodstream.
The most self-loathing host on Fox, Joel McHale, Crime Scene Kitchen, and then we'll get to Card Sharks in a second. So are you looking at the Rodgers holdout as a Seahawk fan excited or leery, but for the grace of the football gods, perhaps you go in short order? Joel.
Look, good question.
Thank you.
Look, when the whole Russell Wilson thing was going down, I was like, oh, this is just a maneuver to get a better offensive line. And then it kind of got serious, and then I got scared, and then I went to my Russell Wilson altar in my closet and prayed to it and said, please don't leave. And then that energy seemed to shift over to Aaron Rodgers, which I didn't put a curse or anything, but he's not showing up to minicamp, which is a little scary. I guess it's this time of year they have to have it. But, look, I'm never the guy – I swear to you, I'm not the guy that goes, I'm glad that person's out. That means it's easier for us. I would live like bring all the competition because I'm always like the Seahawks will take on anybody. And so it's really – I don't know. Do you think he's going to actually not be on the team?
I don't think so. I think when it's all said and done that at some point Humpty Dumpty will be put back together again, that he is enjoying, putting the magnifying glass on the front office and general manager, if that's who his intended target appears to be, and just placing that magnifying glass into the glaring hot sun of the NFL media and letting it just cook the subject underneath that. I think that's basically what he's doing right now. That's essentially the goal.
He's like Instagramming photos from the glaring hot sun of one of the Hawaiian Islands, which I was like, wow, this guy is a baller. He is not joking around. He's like, me and Miles Teller are going to be in a tide pool while you guys work this out.
Essentially, yes, Joel. That is what he did and is doing. But why not?
Don't you wish you could?
Of course.
Like Rich, when you're in negotiations for your show.
Yes, exactly.
Like I am. I just have my phone in my pocket with my kids going, Dad, can you come and play? I'm like, no, I might get a text from my agent. I don't know what's happening.
My version of it is probably going with the other star of Whiplash, like J.K. Simmons, and hanging out at like a golf range. I don't have that sort of flash that Rodgers has, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I've got that. And plus, I don't have the ability to pull off.
How about the next time you negotiate, you and I will just go down to Cabo, and I'll take a bunch of photos of you, and we'll just have a great time.
All right. How does this weekend sound?
Great.
Are you free this weekend?
I actually, if it's Saturday night, I'm vaccinated. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yes, there's lots going on. I've got a lot to catch you up on, Joel. It'll be a lot of fun. Crime Scene Kitchen airing Wednesday at 9 Eastern time on Fox, and then Card Sharks. You grew up watching Card Sharks, right? Like the rest of us? This is so cool, man.
Me?
Yeah.
Are you talking to me? Yeah.
Of course.
Yes. Enormous. Of course, you're interviewing me, and I'm like, wait,
who else? Hold on a minute. I've got Ken Jeong in my pocket. Wait a minute. There he is.
Dang it. He's everywhere. He's even hosting this interview. Dang it.
Damn it. Yeah, I know.
I did, and I loved all those, like the match game, the dating game, sale of the century, press your luck. I watched all that stuff, and so to bring back Card Sharks, when you're it's just a high-low game.
That's it.
It's about as good as that's how good I am in Vegas is a high-low game. So but the stakes really do go bananas. And I watched a woman walk away with like $600,000, and she was like, my life has changed forever. And I said, well, you could make a couple of mistakes in the next few days and it'll be right back to normal.
Oh, gosh, no.
Right.
You're not supposed to tell somebody who's won that much money that the nice parting gift for them is doom and gloom. That's just, you can't do that, right. Joel, but you know that.
I'm the only host. Yeah, I'm the only game show host where I go, and after taxes.
Tell him what he's won. A massive tax bill.
Good luck. And once you get through California emissions, that will be your car. You're not paying for that.
I think you need to workshop it a little bit, Joel. I'll be honest, but it's funny. We got our social media Grand Maester to my right, TJ Jefferson, was on The Price is Right, and it was one of the most exhilarating moments in the history of this show because it happened live in the second hour when his month-long tape delay finally aired, and our hearts were thumping, and him walking away with just a ping pong table and a popcorn machine has been nothing but fun for us since then. It's been great.
Oh, yeah. Do you taunt him with what he could have had in the Showcase Showdown?
Oh, gosh. Do you want to tell him, TJ, or should I?
Well, Joel.
TJ?
Well, Joel, I could have, in a perfect world, I could have walked away with not only that popcorn maker and the ping pong table, but a new car, 2 electric bikes, a trip to Florida. That one really hurt. Yeah. A telescope and 2 Harley Davidson motorcycles.
And also whatever Katie, his opponent in the Showcase Showdown, whatever she bid on too, which is another car and other items, because all he had to do is bet $1 because she went over as well, and he walked away with nothing.
I'm speechless. Rich, I would just right here on the air, I would fire him. Joel,
to defend TJ, this is Del Tufo on the audio board. A Harley Davidson. What's the cheapest Harley Davidson you've ever? Just guess right now.
There you go.
I got to ask you this.
What do you think?
I hate to tell you, $1. No.
That's why I love Joel. That's why.
Like when someone's in a divorce and they just like when the wife is pissed and she's like, "I'm getting rid of all your stuff," and she's like, "Here, take the bike for $1. Take all the other stuff. It's $5. There's all the clothes. Take for free." You know what I mean? Oh, no, okay. So how much is a Harley Davidson?
Like the cheapest Harley Davidson. Take a guess. I mean,
do you know this sort of stuff?
$30,000.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why he went over.
You would have over.
Two Harley Davidsons. He bid $40,000 in a trip to Florida, and he was way over. Mm-hmm. Drew Carey was smiling and everything like that. What's Drew Carey think when something like that double over? Speaking as just a comedian turned game show host like you are now, what do you sit there and think when somebody just totally blows it on the air? You must be like, please.
If you're me or Drew Carey, you're going, I think I need another shot of espresso. I wonder if my family, if I'll be having dinner with them tonight, or we're going to go over. But yeah, I feel terrible. I really do feel terrible because there was a couple of people that bet everything and they turn the card over and they get nothing, and they don't even get a ping pong table or anything. So there is obviously it's a game. Not everybody can win. It's just how it is. It's tragic. But the good news is it's not like you had that stuff before. Right?
Exactly.
It's just like the world. You walked in, you were born in with nothing, and now you're leaving here with nothing. Yeah, it's just like that.
Not like the game show is called Foreclosure.
That was my divorce.
Taking your stuff, so that's the good news, right? You just walk out to the same.
Oh my gosh!
And plus, someone on YouTube said I was too big for those Harleys anyway. So.
Come on! Don't listen to those.
No, he's saying they were smaller bikes.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, very good.
Okay. You know what? It's a good thing you didn't get those. That's good.
Crime Scene Kitchen. Crime Scene Kitchen airing Wednesday at 9 Eastern Time on Fox. And maybe we should pitch a show. What did Del Tufo just eat after that? And maybe we can host that together because it seems like it's just as much of a mystery. What do you think?
Yeah.
Let's pitch it.
Well, the examination process is going to be pretty graphic.
Well, that's what Ken Jeong's in charge of. That's part of his, formula.
He just heard that. He just heard it. Now, he's going to host it. He just pitched it and host. He's already taped the pilot. Dang it.
Joel, congrats on yet another show and killing it as well as you always do. Always enjoy chopping it up with you. You're the best. Thanks for the call, brother.
Well, Rich Eisen has the velvety fog voice that I love to listen to because it not only soothes you, but it keeps you awake.
Thank you.
Both.
I do both. A shot of espresso. Thank you, Joel. Appreciate it. You take care.
Thank you, and go Seahawks.
There you go.
Seahawks and go Seahawks.
He's just like Russ. Go Hawks. Out the door. There you go. Very good.
Guys.
Take care, bud. That's Joel McHale, everybody, right here. Crime Scene Kitchen, airing Wednesday at 9 Eastern on Fox. Card Sharks premieres next Wednesday, June 16th, 10 Eastern on ABC. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.